What I'm going to show you how to do is how to light up this flashlight. This is a ever ready flashlight, 50 lumens, 100 hours that it'll stay lit. This is a little switch in there, and then this huge battery is what runs this light, and you can see it. So this big battery is going to be replaced with these things down here that you see. What you see here, this is an ExNube cathode. You can actually see the gray protectant still on this one. It hadn't been abused enough to start showing a lot of the black. And then this is a slit of aluminum from a Pepsi can. Right over here is the Pepsi can that I've started cutting it up and turning it into actually turning the can into the electrolyte holder. It seems to work so far. I've got some Coke cans around here, not to hate on Pepsi also. But you can see this light and how it works. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this light with 5 strips of the aluminum and 5 ExNube cathodes. They'll each be able to produce about 1.2 volts, which is going to be the 6 volts needed to light this. So we'll put some water in here. Put a little bit of salt in there. Salt got rained on, so now it's just a pinch. It doesn't take much. And then put the bad boy stuff in there. This is sodium hydroxide. You want to get the pure sodium hydroxide. It's very, very dangerous. Be careful with this stuff. It takes very, very little. You just sprinkle a tiny little bit and it'll be plenty hot. The ExNube cathodes are extremely resilient to acids and bases and heat. They're bad to the bone. ExNube cathodes, it's actually the Bruce Diamond substance that's making these things so awesome. ExNube cathodes just use the Bruce Diamond substance to hold them together. Alright, so now we've got our electrolyte, and then here's how. First I'm going to put a little bit of water in these cups. It's not water anymore. Salt water electrolyte with sodium hydroxide. Putting a little bit in these cups because it'll help hold them down whenever I put the cathodes and aluminum foil in them. Should have mixed more liquid. So then you just drop these things in like that. You can see I already put a piece of wire coming out of this end. And I put a piece of wire coming out of this end. And the aluminum cannot touch the ExNube cathodes. Now that should be enough. The center tap is our negative. It'll go over here. And this is our red. It's our hot. Oh, those can't touch. Yeah, you can see it's trying to light up. I don't really have the juice turned up on them. As you can see, it's got light. Let me turn the juice up a little bit on them, and then that'll be fun to watch. So now what we'll do, pour some water in here, about half as much water, and we'll do the same sprinkle. The water is already pretty diluted. I mean, it's already, or the sodium hydroxide's already diluted in these cups. So to bring it up, we're actually gonna toast this pretty good. That's a big one. That'll catch, if I didn't already have that water in there, that's enough of it that it would catch it on fire. So I'll stir it with aluminum Alright, now watch this. Watch how much brighter that light gets. This is the ultimate survivalist battery. I mean, if you found a piece of aluminum or 5 pennies, I could set this up and replace the aluminum with pennies and it would work. Dang it, I can't let those touch. Let's pull this over here closer. There we go. You can see it's bright light now, much brighter, and those are actually shortened. So just 5 little pieces. Now I could rig this up any way I wanted to without the cups to make it much more portable, and such as using paper towel to separate things, and then you could hold them in your hand. If instead of having 5 of them, you had 7 of them, you could use a pH of 8.5 or 9 solution, which wouldn't hurt your hands at all. You could walk around with it all day. If you use 7 of them, you could pee on them and it would work the same as the electrolyte. Again, this is just little shreds out of a Pepsi can. I cut the side out of it and took little strips. It's pretty awesome. I'll make one out of a Coke can and compare it and see if it creates those synergies. These are ExNube Cathode. $7,777,777.77, and I tell the world, what is Bruce Diamond?